got the whole silence ability and form abilities, and they're probably going to even give us more powers. And for the longest time, a moderator was basically the green letters. We didn't have green letters for a while, but basically it was the devs said you were a moderator in a world chat or a post that you could refer to, and if it was said in world chat, you had to take a screenshot as proof, and that was the only thing that you really had as validation that you were a moderator. The devs, feedbacking or punishing because people would provoke you and say, "Oh yeah, we'll prove you're a moderator," and then they'd get all their speakers removed, 2 hours later, and they'd be like, "Oh," which was funny. Because people won't anyways, good stuff. But really, it was just feedback button, like I was showing you before. And actually, I bet my troops are almost full. Yeah, they are. All right, so let's look over here. Let's look over here. Troops are going to sleep. They're going to watch just one more recording thingy. Getting farmed is a beautiful lullaby. He knows I'm busy. Was it been to swear and share personal information in there? Yes, but clan chat, while viewable by devs, isn't watched unless a mod is in there. So a player would have to report via feedback email. Alright, so that's that. Now you know something new? Someone wrote on my wall. I haven't. I don't know what he hasn't. I refuse to look. I will push the pirates back and fail, and then I will go over here and I'll be like, steal. Oh yeah, Shadow Storm the Great, underscores between each letter, getting spy farmed over time. Alright, so that's that. Getting farmed is a beautiful lullaby. Do. Look how beautiful and clean this is. Gunn is saying, forget you guys, I'm going home. He got silenced yesterday for saying racist jokes. So he's not happy. Do I have 2 open? No. Yes, I do. I have 2 forms open. Oh well. My current online username is, the thing is pointless now. Anyways, the point for this thread is, it was just players being said that, hey, you were a moderator. Go have fun with it. And then, go feedback. And that was what a moderator was. And only right after I left, and a little before I left, TMH and Kool-Aid were pushing for moderators ought to have more powers and, all of that. And I really don't think we need it. We just need the devs to watch World Chat. And even if they're not watching it, it always happens eventually. It gets there. It's like Corinthians said, this person did this. We're doing it. Yeah. And they might even go check the logs themselves. But, this does let the devs get away with a little bit more since we're not sending as much feedback. I lost because all my arguments were wrong, so the rising tide of dissatisfaction. Yes, the rising tide of dissatisfaction with moderators is a flight of fancy. You're crazy, cursed soul. I'm sorry, you're going loony. Let's see what else. I like this thread. I'm sorry, I'm going to go read this thread. I'm not entirely sure how the mods and devs overall system works. Watch my videos, but try and search for KWM as a player doesn't work. What if it just said moderator and every mod had Raffle? I'm quoting him. It doesn't work. Every mod had that in theory. I disagree with Soul. It says it's a choice. Don't do it at all to tell the reason. See, this is Kool-Aid's stance. Since it's a choice to tell the people the reasons for silencing, don't do it. Actually, for a time I did have 000 stance, but that was for testing. But he thinks since, we don't have to tell them the reason, we shouldn't. And I disagree with that line of logic. I think players should know so they don't repeat. But again, I'm suicidal. They don't have to deal with hate and feedback since all day when someone walls you is appeal to devs for feedback, right? Also, when you send feedback to, someone did this, please silence, or if you want to suggest a punishment, you can. I don't suggest it because you might suggest something too extreme or too weak or something silly like that. Just, don't say anything. If you've had to warn them, then do it. If it's one of the stuff that's on the day in the life of the mod for silence without warning, just immediately feedback it, and that's it. Makes perfect sense to use CSA and let mods do mod things to let the player play the game if they wish to. Find out the way it is. If you have nothing wrong, there's nothing to worry about. Alright, so let's go ahead and quote this guy, because he fails. Where's this guy? I know, I saw it. I'm sorry, I was reading KWAdmin as red chat, so I was looking for a red fonted KWAdmin quote. KAW_admin is for forms. KW is for in-game. And in fact, for all those who don't know about this, KAW developers, whether this is during dead period. Look, KW developers, Supreme Developer. Yeah, they're awesome. Supreme Developer, KW, he's pro. For a while they weren't even pro, to make fun of him. Is for in-game and is in clan KAW developers. For a time, KWAdmin was in KW developers and or just in-game, but they just kept the form account since KW was only needed for the world chat. Hello, hi, how are you guys? I don't get any stronger. Hi, Death. Because I have allies with very good stats. Please start purchasing allies. Read a guide. Oh, gee. Oh, God, no. It's old guard, not original gangster. Or, oh, God. Minimum ally should be 5 billion in higher value. Whoa. Sorry, that's my silly, stupid voice. Whoa. Sounds fun. Like, oh my goodness, I can't believe that we're reading and still watching this video. Post questions here. Oh my goodness. Depends on what I want. Seriously? Yeah, I'm trying. It's failing. A guild prevents outright steals with end. Alright, so he's helping out. So you can look at this. Just help out in the forums and all of that. Go to strategies. Maybe test something that hasn't been tested before. Try to expand to do something original, like TMH got known for his extensive testing. Kool-Aid got mod because while I was gone the first time, he was the only guy who cared, and he's like, does nobody care about the forums anymore? And because he was the only one who actually said anything like that, because moderator wasn't in position again, it was just, the devs say you're a moderator, and they note it down somewhere. That's kind of why we have the achievement, because a lot of people would start and say, oh yeah, prove you're a moderator. I refuse to submit to your authority. We'd be like, okay, feedback. If you're not a moderator, don't try to use the moderator role. You will get trashed. So that's that. But yeah, try to do something original. Like Cow was just uber helpful. Benny did the BB guides and had an overall forum personality. A lot of what people got known for was forum activity. But TZ got really known for World Chat. Wrong one. Got really known for World Chat. But he had a very good chance of being moderator, even before me. But after the referral code update, he went and hid in the coffee house, and I talked about that later. Or earlier. So, over here you can look at all the members and all of that. Hit rank. I used to have a thread called the Forum LB and Off Topic. And hence why he has number 1 Form LB now on his thingy. But you can see all the moderators here if you just hit rank twice. And so there's all the moderators. There's KWAdmin. Earlier today I was at 5571. I get a lot of posts usually. For a while I was number 1 in posts until I vanished the first time. And since then I've let the spammers take over. But anyways, you can see it's Corinthian. You can see the spellings here: Kool-Aid, Benny, CalEngine999, and TMH. Just a quick update. TMH is mostly in, PAW, FC, or whatever. So that's the rumors where TMH is. Cal Legend supposedly had his iPhone break, and he has no PC access. So hence why you don't see Cal Legend anymore. Benny is a pretty good fellow. He's relatively youngish. He's got school. He'll be on for the holiday. But he's there. Kool-Aid is generally the most consistent as far as, been around, but he doesn't actually really do too much with his job and only goes to World Chat in the day, but he does enforce the toss in his own way. And so Kool-Aid, does his own thing. And then there's me at the moment, although I'm getting removed. So ignore this green line. We don't really need more moderators. I mean, every time I leave, we get a replacement. I left, Kool-Aid comes in before I leave the second time. Benny becomes moderator and CalEngine and TMH are referred just in case. And then, they become moderators. And then if I hadn't come back, we probably would have had another moderator, because supposedly the devs were asking the other moderators for referrals, hence what Benny mentioned in the other thread. And so I went and I referred somebody, even though they didn't ask after I came back, because I am going to vanish. We really only need one active moderator. Like, look at what I did. I was back for a week. I went into it. I probably could have tanked it, but I'm not. And I went and I just enforced the toss for a week. And I told people why. And if you can take that flack, if you don't abuse, and as long as you're not too lenient, that's an issue. Like, sometimes we'll let people off the hook, quote unquote, and show favoritism. Don't do that. Like, people accuse me of doing that, and I've silenced like 4 or 5 of my own clan. I've silenced people reporting on my walls, and I'm getting accusations that I'm plotting and helping my friends in another war by only silencing 3 members in the enemy clan or something. That's personal-ish. But, so yeah. KaWModerating, he only really logs on to say a few things. He's only got 601 posts. And by the way, if you think the search feature is broken, it's not. What happens is that, like, say you click on my name and you go view users' posts. You can see all my posts recently, but you can also, like, say if I sort it ascending, this will show all of my posts from, I've got all of my posts from earlier. So I hit go, and it'll, is it working? No way. No way. Okay, this is working. This is cool. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah. Eventually you're going to hit a, you cannot search this time because the threads don't exist anymore. Like, those threads were bumped, and I know they still exist. But other threads that you've posted on, that because of the spam aren't there anymore, but it still has your post recorded, it'll bug the search system, so you won't be able to see it if that's the error with the search feature. But anyways, that's about it, really. I mean, keep an eye on strategy, keep an eye on feedback, submit feedback on players. I wish it kind of wasn't, like I might say, actually he bypassed saying pimps with spaces. So I would say 11JA, and if you're not certain of their name, because on the iPhone you can't tell the difference between an I and an L, try using the ally search function to spell it correctly. Just an FYI, that beat was, of course, Palringo. I do have that running on the PC. Ouch, I apologize. Actually, you guys don't hear this, because you guys don't hear the Windows sounds. And I'm going to have to get you that. Anyways, IJJA, bypassing in world chat with pimp with spaces. You don't have to say how, but it helps. Used to be bypassing and we'd warn, and then they'd do it again. Tell me to forget myself. But again, TOS, TOS, TOS. So, burning my troops. Again, I'm going to make more money. Again, you don't have to be nearly as silly about it as I am. Oops, I'm attacking. Oops. I'm crazy, I'm sorry. Oh well. With luck, after my latest oops, he'll ignore the fact that I stole him after my attacks. Ha 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 ha. Anyways, I guess I'm going to go ahead and end recording. This is kind of just how to be a helpful player. It's not hard, as you can see. Not too much work. You send a feedback, and that's about it. And you play the game. Alright, ending recording.